Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the fourth agreement in Don Miguel Ruiz's The Four Agreements. And if you haven't been following, the last 3 days we did the first agreement and we're just covering like thoughts and story sharing and whatnot, but we definitely encourage to get the book, the audiobook or the book. It is literally a life-changing book that, you know, I have loved forever. And so just as a reminder, the first agreement was to be impeccable with your word. The second one is
don't take things personally.
Don't take things personally. The third one is
don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions. My brain goes like blank actually half the time I'm filming a video. And today is the fourth one, and it is always do your best. So we're gonna chat
that's
about
the
it.
only one I'm good at.
Oh,
Never mind.
Actually, I was just telling her that this is now that I'm thinking about it, it's the one that I might need the most work on. But anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jaime. I'm the J in JLOVES, where I share all the things that I love, because if I love it, maybe you'll love it too. And of course, sharing is caring. And this is my beautiful, wonderful daughter,
Natalie.
Do you really dislike when I announce you that way?
Yes.
Why? What do you want me to announce you?
I don't like saying my own name. It's very hard.
Why? You don't like your name?
I like my name a lot, but I don't like saying it.
Do I say Jamie? I rarely say my own name, I guess. Anyhow, okay, so always do your best. So, do you want to start off with this one? Because this one,
another general one, I would say.
Yeah, this one, honestly, my reaction to hearing like always do your best, I don't know why. I might need to do some deeper work, but I end up feeling like and I don't know why.
That's weird.
I know. I think it's because I feel like I get a sense like it's judgy.
Yeah,
and
it's usually not a, like when people say it, usually it's like in a kind of condescending way.
Yeah, they're just like, well, do your best, you know.
You'll be like, oh, I'm not prepared, and they'll be like, well, do your best with what you have. And
yeah.
It's not, sometimes not good advice.
So maybe I need to, I honestly, I think I need to dig personally deeper into this one. The one thing I will say that it talks about is definitely like when you're trying to be impeccable with your word, when you're not trying to take things personally, and when you're not making assumptions, like it's meant to be like, just do your best with that and don't be like hard on yourself. Like we're all just trying to do our best. The one thing that really stood out for me when I listened to this book and read this book was that your best always changes, you know. And it was like, you know, if you on one day, if you're trying to be productive, you know, at work or at school or something, like, you know, some days we just wake up and our energy is there and the sun is shining and et cetera, et cetera. We're just like rocking it, right? We're just able to be in that zone. And then if the next day you're literally physically not feeling well for whatever reason, either you're just tired or maybe you have a little cold, your best for you're doing your best that day. It's not going to measure up to the day before. It's just your best at that time. And so that is the biggest thing that stood out to me all of these years, is that, you know, when we need, and it's always like doing your best for you. I will say that with all of the agreements, this book is really all about us and living our best lives and being the best for us. Like on the surface of things, it might seem like it's very like teacher-like be impeccable with your word, you know, don't make assumptions, you know, Bob, don't take things for, but it's actually, if you really look at the heart and the soul of it, it's every single lesson and agreement is literally for us. To be impeccable with our word is saying and being kind to us, you know, and to not spread negativity, because we wouldn't want that back, as an example, or even being negative to ourselves. Like, these are good things for us. Not taking things personally puts a protection against us, and plus it's reality. It really is true no one's really thinking about other people, I think, sadly, because they're so wrapped up into their own things. So we should never take things personally. It's never personal. And so it's a protection for us to not take things personally. And then to not make assumptions, again, a protection for us to assume, and there's a good chance a lot of us assume when people do make assumptions, they probably assume badly. I have a habit of always assuming the best. If I'm going to assume, or if I have to, then I try to assume like the nicest thought possible. But for the most part, I would think the majority of people will assume the worst, right? And so that's a terrible thing to do, because if we're assuming the worst, we're really cutting ourselves off from love and support and care. And so, and then of course to make assumptions means that we're not getting clarity, and we could be coming up with all kinds of crazy things in our heads. So again, all of these agreements are for our own joy, love, fun in life, and etc. So just keep that in mind. And same thing with always do your best. And I have to keep that in mind, that it's literally just meaning like, whatever my best is, of that day. But I'll say that sometimes, I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm reflecting on myself, because like if I go to the gym as an example and I jog on the treadmill, like I don't know if I'm doing my best. Maybe I'm, you know what I mean? I think I'm judging myself. Like I'm like, I feel that I did so good just jogging on the treadmill that, maybe I could use a little oomph in everyday things. I mean, with certain topics, like with work and, business, clients, I easily, I feel like I do my best. And now I'm starting to learn physical things, health things, nutrition, and I feel like I'm doing a good job. So I think I'm doing better at it, and with family and friends. So yeah, what about you?
I think it's like, depends on your definition of like best, but in general, I think for me, like doing my best means like doing it to where I'm like satisfied that I did my best. Not really that I feel like I'm not really judging it based on the performance. I'm more judging on, do I like feel like I did my best? Do I feel like satisfied with what I did? Not necessarily like, did I like push myself till my arms fell off? Like that's technically my best physically, but like, I don't know. That might not be the right thing for me.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So it's not about like pushing beyond. It's just, how happy are you with like today we did
what did we do today? Oh yeah, today we did our best because we actually did a lot.
We did a lot today. And in terms of like, we're trying getting ready, getting our Christmas and winter decorations out, and it's been a lot of work. And we're not done, but I definitely felt like we did a great job, But what were you getting ready to say?
But sometimes doing my best, I use as like my definition of doing my best, like doing my best that I think I can do, to where I'm like, okay, I worked really hard and like I'm feel good about what I did. But sometimes I use that as a crutch, because I'll say, okay, I'm doing my best, but I'll say my best is right at the point where it exceeds me not being happy anymore. Like let's say I have schoolwork and then I'll do it and I'll be like, oh, I did my best. But then it's like I just stopped doing it when it started making me too uncomfortable, and I'm like, that's the best I can do, because I don't want to be any unhappier than I already am. So I'm like, that's the best I can do. I could do more work, but I don't want to be, to me, I'm not going to feel as satisfied sacrificing the amount of work I do versus how annoyed I am and how upset it makes me to keep doing the work. But I don't know if that's
that
right.
Makes sense. I think it just depends on, your value and how you're going to feel, because like if I take that like with a friendship, right? If a friendship is demanding a lot of time and I only have a certain amount of time, and my best is a cutoff here, because if I start giving too much, then I'm actually going to start to resent the relationship. And so my best equals me also, of course, always looking out for me first, which that was a big hard lesson for me these last few years.
Yeah, I think it's actually not a problem with the thing, because it's like, it's not doing the best. is doing your best. If I wanted to do the best on my homework, I'm gonna do it all and stay up until 5 in the morning and do it all and be angry and have gray hairs.
Yeah.
But doing my best is doing X amount for X amount of hours that I can do, and then saying, okay, I'm very angry, I'm gonna stop now because I don't want to do it anymore, and I'm not gonna feel good. Keep doing this because even if I finish a lot of work, I'm just gonna be mad that I waited that long. I did that much work. So do your best. Don't do the best. Don't do someone else's best. Do your best.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So that is all, folks. We hope you enjoyed these last few days if you followed, and let me know if you're interested in listening to the audiobook. I really think that Natalie, she's not really an audiobook person yet. I love them, but
I'm not even a podcast person. If I watch a podcast, I have to see them talking. So I get bored listening.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind her listening to it, so I'm going to see how long the audiobook is and then maybe ask her to watch it or listen to it while she's falling asleep, because she has this cool night mask thing, and it can play music like lightly, or a book, and I think it would be really good. And it's so short. I mean, the book is like this, it's small, so the audiobook is going to be quick.
And
yes.
Remember that these things that you accept, these philosophies, these rules, the things you accept into your mind, the things that you say, okay, I'm going to live by this, they should be things, if you feel like they will benefit you and help your mindset and that they apply to your life in a way that is beneficial to you. Don't worry about if it's beneficial to somebody else, because you benefiting your own life is going to benefit everybody else around you, and if that's not true, then they're toxic, and you don't want to benefit them anyway because they're dragging you down. So if you feel like this is something that actually could benefit your life, if you feel like these rules, that you could see them helping you and helping the way that you see things and enjoy life more, then you should definitely try to find even more things, and especially these things, to keep finding ways to hack your mind, different things, different sayings that you can have in your head and be like, oh, you know what, this is the situation, but if I think of it from XYZ, or if I remember XYZ, then I interpret it better. Because that's the goal, you try to have a good time, man. This is reality, you can interpret it however you want, man. So we gotta interpret it good.
Yes. Well said. Thank you, honey. And thanks for watching. I love you. We love you guys. And I'm not sure. I don't even know what tomorrow is. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
And, but I will definitely see you tomorrow. Mwah. Yay.
Missy, what do you have to say? Wait, she'll say something.
Oh. Aww.
Camera's dying.
I know.
Look at the
Okay,
camera.
Missy, we're rolling.
Okay, Missy, welcome. You're the M and JLOVES. What?
Missy,
Look over there.
Missy, what's the topic of the day? And give your thoughts and share with the audience. Okay.
Wait, she's not done yet.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yay.